Today I'm coming at you guys with my curry chicken recipe. Now, this one was a hit, so you guys stay tuned for the video. So I have my meat here. I have some chicken drums that I cut up, and this is the seasoning that I season it with. I made my own green seasoning. I will list the ingredients that I put in my green seasoning, but basically chives, peppers, onions, garlic with water, a little bit of vinegar, salt, all of that goodness. And I already pre-seasoned my meat, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of oil in my pot, just a little bit of oil. And to the oil I'm going to add some onion. This is about one small onion that I diced up. I'm going to go ahead and add that in there. I'm just going to saute that for a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my curry powder, and I'm also going to add turmeric. Now I like mixing the two together. That's just what I like. The turmeric powder adds that extra yellowness to the curry, so I like mixing both curry powder and a bit of turmeric in there. So I'm just going to kind of fry that together for a little bit. Just for a couple minutes until the onions soften up, and then I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken in my curry. Now, I know some people add the curry to the meat before, but back home in Grenada, this is how I know it's done. Let me know how it's done if you do it any way different, but this is how I curry meat. So I'm just making sure that each piece of meat is properly coated with the curry. Just go ahead and mix that, and then I'm going to cover the pot and let the meat release all its juices. Let me show you guys. You can see the meat has released, some of its juices. So yeah, at this point I'm just going to go ahead and flavor up the meat some more. And you want to pour all of that extra seasoning water from the meat, from the bowl that you had the meat in the pot, because you want all of that flavor in there. And then I'm going to add 2 chicken bouillon cubes. Just going to add 2 of that in there. And this has a lot of salt in it. Usually when I add like 2 of this, I do not need to add any more salt. But you taste to your liking. If you won't feel like it needs more salt, you add. And then I'm also going to add some pimento seeds and cloves, as you see. And I'm also going to add some thyme. You guys know I love my thyme. And I'm also going to add 1 whole seasoning pepper and some ginger to add that extra flavor to your meat. I love adding ginger in my meat. And then you want to fill the pot up. Well, not fill the pot up, but add enough water to slightly be covering the meat, just a little. And that's going to be the water that's going to cook the meat. And I'm just going to give that a little stir. Make sure everything mixes up nicely, and then just cover the pot. Now, I wish at this point you guys could have smelled the kitchen, but I'm sorry, you guys can't. So I'm just giving it a little stir. Some of the water is evaporating, and you want it to reduce some more because it's too liquidy. Just let the meat cook some more, soften up some more. And And then I'm going to add some bell peppers that I cut up. Sometimes I add carrots as well, but I am going to pair this with some coleslaw and some rice, as you're going to see a little bit later on. And yeah, I figured, I'm going to put the carrot in a coleslaw. So yeah, I'm just going to add that as you see and let that cook and let most of the water reduce. And I'm giving it a little taste to make sure everything was good. It was fine. I didn't need to add anything. As I tell you guys, when you add that 2 chicken bouillon, you really don't need to add any more salt. Well, at least for me. So yeah, let's just let that go on ahead and finish simmer down. As you can see, it's still a little liquidy. I like my curry a little thick, just a little bit. I do not like a runny curry gravy at all. So just let that cook down some more. So right about now, most of our water has evaporated, as you guys can see. And our chicken is about nice and tender at this point, nice and juicy. Let me show you guys. See, there's not much liquid in the pot. Not too much. I don't like a watery curry, as I tell you guys. So this is about good for me. It's the curry for me. And we're basically done. Guys, look at that gravy, nice and thick. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to make the other components of this meal. But for a second, let's get into this curry, guys. It's the yellowness for me. It's the curry for me. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and fry up some plantains. Now, you guys, you gotta have some fried plantain on that side of that plate with the curry. So, you guys know the drill. You cut your plantains however you feel like cutting it, and you fry them. You keep your eyes on them because you turn your back, bun. See, it's real love on this channel. I'm actually sharing plantain with you guys. See? Alright, so then I'm going to cook my rice real quick. And I already washed my rice and I have it in this pot. And as you see, I add 1 pepper just to add a little flavor. And I'm going to add twice the amount of water. Sometimes I add star anise, sometimes I add onions, something to give the rice a little bit of flavor, and salt and a little bit of oil. Cover it down, let it come up to a boil, let it cook for about 10 to 50 minutes. And this is jasmine rice that I'm using. Jasmine rice cooks really fast, so be careful with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and make my coleslaw, and I'm only putting mayo and a little bit of honey. I like adding a little hint of sweetness. Sometimes I do that with honey, sugar, or some sort of raisin. All right, so that's that. At this point, I was hungry, so I already put my rice in the plate. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish fixing up my plate because it's time to eat. I'm gonna add my curry chicken. Look at that chicken, you guys. Look at that chicken. Really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Later.